Winter RVing in Florida on a budget comes with its challenges. I would say if you're over 30 feet, you probably shouldn't try it.
Here.
But the rewards make it all worthwhile. He's right here. Hi, buddy. We're Joseph and Kalyn, full-time RVers for almost 6 years, and we thought we had scored the perfect boondocking spot. That is until an annoyed local showed up, and let's just say he wasn't exactly rolling out the welcome mat. He claims that we could receive a $400 fine for parking where we're not supposed to. Watch to see where we had to park the RV instead and why we didn't move there in the first place. But it's not all drama this week. We're celebrating Cody's birthday, and yes, there is cake. Plus, we head out on a one-of-a-kind Florida adventure where we see manatees and monkeys in the wild. How is there an island with monkeys on it in the middle of the Homosassa River? And this isn't a zoo. Plus, we share an update on the decision you've all been waiting for. Are we getting a new rig?
We got what we think is probably the best deal you could ever get offered on a Brinkley, short of somebody saying, here, have a Brinkley for free.
This video is brought to you by eTrailer. So much has happened since the Florida RV Super Show. Joseph and I have had discussions every single day, multiple times a day about what do we do? Do we buy a new rig? Do we not? What's going on? And we've come to a conclusion that we're ready to share with you, but we also need to get the cleaning done because at the RV show, we did like a little bit of a hasty clean because some people were coming over, but we didn't do a thorough clean. So the RV definitely needs some TLC in that area. And while we clean, we're gonna show you, or actually tell you, what we've decided.
Like most humans, at least I think most humans, we try to do our cleaning once a week. It's only 310 square feet, so you think it would take like 10 minutes. It actually takes about an hour, maybe 2. Today it's probably gonna take us 3 because we're trying to film everything. And I usually start down here in the kitchen, cleaning off the countertops, then we hit the upstairs stuff, and then we do the floors last. You don't need to know all that. But I wanna share with you this one thing. We did these custom custom epoxy top on top of our counter, and it gets all these like random like gray marks from random dishes and stuff. I just want to show you, barkeeper's friend is epoxy countertop keeper's friend because it takes those marks off instantly.
No, don't do it yet because I need to get B-roll.
Okay, only takes a little bit. You stick it on there, the marks come right off. Now some people will say, don't use this stuff with RVs. I say it's okay if you use a little bit because I would rather have a clean countertop where the marks are gone than a dirty countertop and not put this accidentally down the tank a little bit.
When we first bought the RV, these were like those plastic countertops. They were sort of a yellowish ivory color, and we didn't love it. And it was gonna cost a lot to do some custom countertops. So when he says custom, we just kind of customize it ourselves by buying these tub and tile epoxy kits from Rust-Oleum on Amazon. I think they were like maybe $40 a kit 6 years ago. And we did 2 layers, I think, do you remember?
I think it was 2 or 3.
2 or 3 layers, and it took a while for everything to dry, but honestly, other than it wearing down in some parts, it's a very cheap way to upgrade the countertops.
And for us, it lasted about 3 years because we redid it.
That's right.
We redid it 3 years ago. You might have noticed in our last video that we kind of, sort of fell in love with a new RV, the Brinkley 3515. Ready?
I don't know. I'm so scared about this one because I know I'm gonna love it. I'm like about to cry.
It had absolutely everything we've been looking for. It had only one downside to us, and that was its length.
Yeah, because otherwise it just checked all the boxes. Like we had a list of things that were our perfect RV. And it was like, check, 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 check. So we love the floor plan, love the office in the back. It was amazing.
So we started shopping around to a lot of various RV dealers.
Oh, sorry. I knocked this down.
As I was saying, we started shopping around to a lot of RV dealers, just trying to get the best price, which, by the way, if you're doing that, never go to an RV dealer that's gonna pump on a bunch of extra fees on top of it, but that's a story for another day. And we got what we think is probably the best deal you could ever get offered on a Brinkley, short of somebody saying, here, have a Brinkley for free. Even after we got this amazing offer, and it wasn't at the show, it was from a dealer, we just weren't comfortable with it. We just
when it came time to order, yeah, we're just like, because it was gonna be a made not a made to order, but like from the factory.
Yeah, it was going to be from the factory. It wasn't a lot of bells and whistles. It honestly just had one
standard model.
Standard model plus double pane windows. Yeah. And it was a rock bottom price.
We just didn't feel a peace about the direction, and I don't know, like we didn't want to put ourselves in a terrible financial situation.
Right. If you've been with the channel for just over a year, you know that in 2023 we came out and we're like,
well, we're broke. Because we were.
And our whole process was like, we're trying to get multiple streams of income. We were trying to make the YouTube work.
Yeah.
And we don't want to put ourselves back in that spot.
So we also have to trade in the truck and get a new truck to be able to tow this RV.
Yep.
So we would be essentially having 2 different payments that we would be like financing. And well, I think we could afford it.
Yeah.
We're not saving for
at
the
that
future.
Point. At that point, we're basically living paycheck to paycheck, which is where we were a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So we ended up saying no to that one, and we're basically in a holding period right now. We know that like the 2025 Brinkley 3515, because it is the newer model, is our favorite so far. And so if we can get something used, like a lot of people will buy an RV, use it for 6 months, and then get rid of it. So we're thinking maybe later this year, maybe next year, maybe a used one will pop up on the market, or potentially a whole other RV that we absolutely fall in love with could come into play too. And that would be sort of the reason why we were feeling prompted to say no to this one at this time.
But in the meantime, we're not going to sit idly by, because Kayla and I, as you may know, work best when we have a goal. So we've put a number in our head of, okay, when we have this much saved for a new rig so that we don't have to finance as much, that's when we're going to feel comfortable pulling the trigger. So we are going to work our butts off over the next year. We're also just not going to let this rig die. We kind of have been like letting it die over the past few months because we had our eyes on a new rig at the beginning of this year. And since that's not going to be the case, we've got a list 1.5 miles long of things that we're going to start slowly, when we have time, fixing on this rig.
We actually worked on a more complete list this morning of RV things that we need to fix that are more functional, and then some cosmetic things that are going to help us actually enjoy living in this RV for however long that is. I feel like that sink should be done by now. All we've done is talk and watch you clean the sink.
It is going to be the cleanest sink you have ever seen.
That is the hard thing, like when we're trying to make it interesting and not us just sitting on the couch and telling you our thoughts. We're trying to incorporate it into something that we actually need to get done, but it's ending up just taking longer to clean. So what does it look like for the channel in terms of content? Honestly, not a lot is going to change. You are going to, however, see more Joe projects, so you should be happy about that. I know people love watching him because he's very creative when he comes up with certain solutions. We'll have some Kalyn projects, like I need to go shopping for some new bedding, spruce up the bedroom, some painting things. Joseph hates to paint, so I'm gonna take care of that. But one of the reasons why, like another reason why we want to invest some money into this RV, not a lot of money sinking into it, is we want to be able to privately sell the RV when we're done with it. So because it is 20 years old, we're not getting a great trade-in value. We didn't really expect that when we were talking to dealers, but the number that we got was significantly lower than we think this is worth. So I think if we start to spruce up some areas, we could sell it privately for a little bit higher price. I know RVs depreciate, so we don't have super high expectations, but we would feel more comfortable selling it to someone knowing that things are actually working. There's dog hair everywhere. This feels so nice.
Trying to get this blanket folded to the exact right size is always fun. You wanna go for a ride, buddy? Whee! Oh!
Oh, there he goes. Look at how clean your space is. There you go. One of the things we've had to do cleaning-wise with him is change his area more often. So we try to change about like every other day, because he used to be litter trained and he still goes in his litter box, but he also goes outside the litter box, not like peeing, just pooping. So that's a whole thing that started when he got sick. And if you're not sure what we're talking about, you can watch the video we'll put in the description of his diagnosis. Cody, you want your toy? Your Christmas toy? Come here. There you go. You don't want it? You're gonna shove it out? Are you playing? Trinity. Trinity, get back here.
Somebody left the door open.
I think that somebody was you. Maybe she's coming.
Here.
Come here, girl.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not happening.
She's going the other way.
These'll work. Did you just forget we had a dog?
I did. So the thing is, like, she generally stays within sight. So if I walk toward her, she'll probably walk further away. So I'm actually just trying to see if she'll come back here eventually.
Man, she saw that opportunity and seized it.
Trin, come.
Got the leash?
Got the leash. Time to break down and walk. Let's run.
You proud of yourself?
She gave up easy. Trin, sit. Boop. Yes. Sit. You want to do your new trick? You want to do the other one we've been working on? Okay. This is dangerous to do with a leash. Peekaboo. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good girl.
Like the record to show that we are closing the door. Now the screen could still be an issue because she's busted through that before, but at least we have some sort of boundary in place. I think we had maybe said a few videos ago when we were doing the storage unit, getting rid of that and all that we were, or maybe it was before that, I don't know. We've talked about doing the floors, do we not do the floors? And I think doing the floors is gonna be on that list because yeah, 20-year-old carpet, I think it's ready to go. I think we're finally ready to redo the floors. I'm curious to know what household chore is your least favorite when it comes to cleaning, because for me, it's the shower. And that's
How weird is that?
I should probably take over the toilet.
Oh, let's switch.
Yeah.
You take the toilet,
I
I'll
know,
take the shower.
you think it's so weird. Does anyone else feel, I just feel like the shower is so much grosser for some reason. I don't know why. So let me know in the comments which one you don't like. And yeah, we gotta speed this up.
We do. We've got a lot else to get to today.
Okay, bathroom's done. I know we've shared a lot with you in this video. We just wanted to keep you guys updated as to where we're at with a new rig, what happens in the next year or so. But if you want to help us save for that rig, you can help us by getting more eyeballs on the channel. We set a pretty big goal. Maybe it's a little bit too lofty, but what? Goals are supposed to be like audacious and big and kind of out of reach. And so we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We have a lot of fun videos unlocking at 50, 75, and 100K. And we just crossed over to 40K. So that's very exciting. When we hit 50K, we're gonna do a python hunt. Joseph is terrified of snakes. So we'd love you to share our channel with your friends on Facebook or wherever you hang out, or even like word of mouth. You're like, this is a really weird couple that we're kind of doing cool things. They're called Open Roading. Make sure you go subscribe. We would love to have more join our community here, and it would really help us grow.
So we are at another free boondocking spot. This is Potts Preserve. It's part of the Crystal River, Homosassa area. And even though we're not leaving, we have to move. When we pulled into this spot, we went down to the main camping area and it was completely tree covered. There was no way we were gonna be able to get in, get Starlink out, get solar power. We do have the generator, so that's not as big of an issue. We came down here by the sign at the entrance and we saw tire tracks down here. So we thought this would be an okay spot to park for a few days. But we literally just had somebody come the other day and was like, you really shouldn't park there, and they could fine you for parking here. So we found a parking lot all the way down at the end, and we're gonna move there, but it's gonna be a challenge.
And the guy who told us this is a local. He apparently lives down the road in the neighborhood and he bikes the trails over here, and he claims that we could receive a $400 fine for parking where we're not supposed to. So I couldn't verify that. Under, like this place is managed under the Southwest Florida Water Management District, and I couldn't find that $400 fine anywhere, but we're not taking any chances, and we don't want our free campsite to turn into a $400 campsite. It's not a travel day, Trin, but we gotta move like a mile down the road. Did that just come right off?
Just popped off the bed. Always something.
Yeah, you and Cody can hang, okay?
So the shortest of all travel days, but probably one of our most challenging is ahead of us.
Because there's just a ton of tree coverage.
I think I need you to push this tree and just hold it out of the way.
Okay, I see it. This is the branch right there. I just don't know if I can reach. Oh, is that good? Is it high enough?
I don't know, you can see.
Yeah, it's just brushing the tips. Seamless, right?
Yep, we made it, but that's not the tightest spot. Honestly, it's this narrow tree section right here that kind of has me most worried. I'm gonna try to cheat it to the left.
No, there's a tree stump right there. Not a stump, but actual tree.
Yeah, can you look out on your side?
There is a tree there. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Just brushing the tips of some palmettos.
Oh, I need to come towards you still.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I think I'm good on my side. Still good on your side?
Yep. Honestly, if I were doing like a better review of this place, I would say if you're over 30 feet, you probably shouldn't try it.
Don't come down here.
I feel like that's probably good, right?
Hey, you know what I forgot to do?
What?
Turn on the level, mate.
Ah. Now that we're all set back up, we get to celebrate this little dude. He turns 10 years old in the month of January. We don't know the exact date because we adopted him from the Tampa Bay Humane Society when he was 4 months old. But we do have a huge Cody fan, a boy named Jimmy who lives in New York. His parents are our friends from camp days. And Jimmy's birthday is January 13th. So I think Cody's is too.
So we're gonna keep it pretty low key because he is 10 years old, which is really old for a rabbit.
He's
so
also a low-key chill bunny.
we gotta keep the volume down, but we're gonna make a cake that I think he will absolutely love. This is probably the easiest birthday cake I will ever make in my entire life. Just one ingredient, but it's all about being made perfectly here.
We're gonna do like a little cake. How are you gonna, oh, the final tier.
Okay.
It's cute.
So that it holds its shape. We could light that on fire, but
No,
probably not a good idea.
a good idea.
Are you gonna sing? I'm not singing.
I'm not singing.
Okay.
No, it's not your birthday.
Trin thinks it's her birthday.
You already
just a
you
minute.
already had your birthday. Can't believe you made it to 10.
I know. I did not think he was gonna make it to what, 9?
Yeah. Rabbits' lifespans are generally 8 to 10 if you take really good care of them. So yeah, this is just like a feat in itself. Oh, he ate the top
took the
tier.
top tier right off.
Bananas are your favorite. Happy birthday, buddy.
That is a lot of banana.
I know.
Here comes Trin.
No.
No.
It's not yours. That was a lot of bananas.
That was a lot of banana.
You can eat it, Trin. In 2 gulps. Done. It's done.
Trin's like, I want my piece of the birthday cake.
When we celebrated Trinity's birthday, we kind of gave you the
backstory,
backstory
Yes.
of how she came into our lives. So let's do that with Cody for a little bit. So his was not as like dramatic as Trinity's, but we had actually just lost our first rabbit, Twix. She was almost 8 years old.
Yep.
She ended up having some sort of cancer. We had to put her down, and it was absolutely devastating.
We, over the next literally week, we were like, we're not going to jump right into getting a new rabbit. We're kind of going to take the time to grieve. But we decided to go to the Tampa Humane Society just to look. And mainly, Kalyn was like, I miss petting rabbits. I miss that, you know. And so we literally were like, we're just going to go. We're just going to look. And maybe in a few weeks, we'll go back up.
Yeah. And then we saw him.
We came back with him.
He had the most ginormous ears. I don't think he's fully grown into them yet.
No.
But they're a little bit better. But yeah, they were so big compared to his face. And he was part of a litter of 4, and they all had flower names. And so his name was Rose. And this is significant because we wanted to change the name to Rose. So we wanted to change it from Rose. We chose Chloe.
Yep.
Was his original name.
And fun fact about rabbits, you don't know if they're male or female until about what?
6 months?
6 months or 6 weeks?
No, 6 months because we got him
That's
at
right.
4 months.
That's right. And so
And that's when we discovered he had something else.
Kalyn was so distraught. She was holding Cody, and then she goes, "It's a boy!" And so,
I really wanted another girl bunny.
So then we gave him another name change, but we're like, we don't want to confuse him more than he probably already is.
So what rhymes with Chloe?
Cody.
Cody.
That's how he got his name.
And if you watched our previous videos, like our first and second attempts at YouTube when we first started RV Life, you'll know that he had a buddy named Cinder, and she passed away like 2 summers ago. So they were like a bonded pair of rabbits. So it's just been him for the last 1.5 years. But yeah, we're so grateful we have him. We are rabbit people. And we actually worked with a rabbit rescue for domestic rabbits in Florida when we lived there. And they're just like the most misunderstood pets, I think.
They can be litter trained. They're kind of like a cat. Yeah. A little bit more maintenance, but kind of like a cat.
Don't make much noise at all.
Nope.
So yeah, happy birthday, Cody.
Happy birthday.
We have the paddle boards in the back. We have not gotten these out since Michigan, summer of 2023, I think. Which is just kind of nuts. So we're really excited. It's super warm today, and we're not gonna tell you exactly where we're taking them because obviously we're paddleboarding, but we have a very special little island to check out.
There's
Our little cheat.
our little cheat.
I think it's gonna work.
I think so too.
So this is the Viair tire inflator that we got from eTrailer, and we use it to pump up our tires. But today, we're gonna try to use it to pump up our paddle boards.
This was definitely an unexpected benefit with our partnership with eTrailer. Well, I say unexpected benefit because I still have to see if it works. So we're gonna try our Viair air pump on this. I don't have a fitting that fits perfectly with this. However, I do believe that if I just pop this in here, and then it came with this little plastic rubber piece. I think if I just shove that there, ready? Ready for the magic?
Let's try it. I hear air. Seems to be working.
It is. It beats pumping the handheld
yeah,
pump.
because we had to hand pump.
It's like 200 to 250 pumps to do this, and then you got two paddle boards to do. By the time you have your paddleboard ready to go, you're ready to just deflate it and go home because your arms are already sore.
It's so bright out, but I am not complaining. I was gonna say we do have to still use the hand pump at the end just to make sure we get it the correct PSI, but yeah, this is making it go much faster.
While eTrailer is known for like their RV and truck accessories, like we use them for everything, what you might not know is that they also have like things for outdoor sports. Like if you have kayaks, you can get kayak racks. If you have bikes, you can get bike racks. We've actually been eyeballing a bike rack from eTrailer, hint, hint at what is to come. But you know what? I don't think this Viair pump is in the outdoor sports and recreation part, but maybe it should be. So we're gonna leave a QR code up here in the corner for this Viair pump because already I am telling you, it is working for pumping up our paddle boards.
And this is going so much faster. More time on the water, less time pumping.
And less shoulder pain.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the reasons we got this specific Viair pump is that it can pump continuously. It doesn't need to like cool down if it's been running for 15, 20 minutes, which is gonna be good for pumping up 2 paddle boards at once. It's not gonna overheat on me.
And another unique feature is the 7-pin connector. So most air compressors and pumps you have to plug into the battery of your truck, but we can just plug it right into that little notch where we hook the trailer up to. We all set?
So I shortened 500 cranks on the pump down to like 30.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So I guess I should tell you where we're at. So we're gonna be-
Am I carrying yours?
Yes, that's your job. I'm carrying the oars and I have to film. Careful.
Okay, let's go.
So we're headed to Monkey Island. This is a little very, very tiny island in the middle of the Homosassa River. It's actually, we don't have to paddle far to get to it, so we're gonna do a little bit more paddling today. But basically, from what I understand, a doctor brought some monkeys over to the States and he was experimenting on them, trying to perfect a polio vaccine. And I guess they were escaping and biting people, so they relegated them to this island, which is actually under management of, I believe, the Monkey Island, like Riverside Resort. I'm probably getting that all confused. But anyways, they are fed like twice a day, a really great diet, and I think there's like 4 or 5 spider monkeys on there. So it's the little monkey Alcatraz. I think we have to pay in there. It says
Marina.
Marina? Okay. I think it's like $5 to use their boat ramp.
Do you have money?
I have a credit card. Is it locked? Maybe we need to go on the other side.
Yep.
Oh, other side. We tried to go in the sneaky back way.
You need $5 per.
Okay. Well, we came out of there with sunscreen, water bottles,
Three
snacks.
separate transactions because somebody, namely this guy,
didn't plan.
Didn't remember what all we were getting, so I just split everything up. And also, just so you know how much I'm not used to the sun and cloudy weather, I forgot to pack sunscreen, so got down here and I was like, you know what?
We
I'm
just
starting
haven't
to burn
needed
already,
it.
so we're doing some SPF 30.
I thought, because this was like a public boat ramp, I thought we were gonna have it be a free activity, but no. If you bring a kayak or a paddleboard, expect to pay $5 a vessel, which still is not bad, and it still goes under our cheap or free category. Ooh, it's tipping. This dock is tipping.
As long as you got it.
I hope so here.
Yep.
Just in case you think you have to paddle to the island, you don't. There's actually a restaurant right near it, very close, that you can sit at, get a drink, eat your dinner, and watch the monkeys play around. You can't get on the island anyway, you can only like paddle around it, so I don't know how much closer we're gonna get, but it should be fun anyway.
If I can give you a quick tip, if you want to watch the monkeys move, don't record video, because the second you stop recording video, they'll move all over the place. But as soon as you start recording, they fall asleep, like instantaneously.
It's a little disconcerting to be 2 paddleboarders when there's a lot of boats. Oh, we're getting some waves. Mr. Pelicans, you're fine. You're fine. There's a manatee that just popped up right there. Oh my word. There he is. He's right there. He just went up for a puff and I missed it. Oh, look at his big tail. And then he's gone.
Goodness, one's going right past me. Holy smokes, that guy was huge.
He's big. Wow. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here. Oh, look at the baby. There's his nose. Joseph, right behind you. The baby just put its nose up.
Is he coming toward me or you?
Me. They're going past me. There he goes. There he is. You can see his shape a little bit there. Right under the back of the paddleboard. Wow. You spot him? He's right here. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh my word. You're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. You're so pretty. Hi. Please don't knock me off my board. Oh my goodness. That is incredible.